Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Melanie, and today I'm here to do my third update to my 2024 skincare project pan. I did my first update after January, February. I did my second update after March, April. So this is my update for May and June. It's also the halfway point of my skincare project pan, so I'll do a little, info on that at the end. Okay, so this video encompasses the months of May and June. These are the accomplishments. Just to remind you, this skincare project for 2024, skincare project pan, started off with 100 products. I had 15 cleansers, 25 serums, 6 essences or toners, 25 moisturizers, 3 eye products, 16 masks, 6 SPFs, and 4 that I put in like an other category. In January, February, I finished 5 products, and in March and April, I finished 10 products. And so I'll let you know as I go how many I finished in May and June. Let's start off with cleansers. I used 8 different cleansers this month, and I have a very good finishing report. One that was not on my goals to finish, so it was a surprise, and it was a very pleasant surprise because I finally finished the Lil Fox Acid Glow. I've had this product for I think it's actually potentially 3 years that I've been a Beauty Heroes member, and this was my first one. So I think it's 3 years old, 2 or 3, but I think 3. Finally finished it. I literally didn't know if I would ever finish this, but I finally did. So this was a huge accomplishment. So I finished that. I only had to use it about, I don't know, 6-7 times this month in May and June. And it surprised me when it finished, so yay. That's my only empty that I finished during these 2 months in the cleanser category. So otherwise, the cleansers I used, I'm just going to briefly touch on. I used the Live Botanical Cleansing Oil. I used the Sahajan Essential Cleansing Oil, and you can see that's about there. So that's got a good progress with that. I used the Live Botanical Cleansing Balm. Doing pretty well. This is huge. I remember when I bought this, I could have got the small size. That might have been better, but I used the Leilani Pamplemousse, which I love, and that's starting to get a pretty good amount used on it. And then I used the Blissoma Mild Rice Facial Cleanser, which is a product I love. And then the last 2 I used in May and June were the Cocoa Kind Facial Cleansing Oil and the Holly Frog Kissimmee Vitamin F Therapy Balmy Wash. So I basically used all of those face washes about 6 times each approximately in May and June to just, so I wasn't using one heavily to try to finish it, but so the Lil Fox Acid Glow just finished by chance. All right, next we're gonna move on to essences, which is really easy category because I had 1 empty in this category. It was one of my goals. It was the Live Botanical Frankincense, and I think I might have accidentally recycled it when I did my empties video or it's not in my empties box right now, so I have a feeling I might have accidentally recycled it. But it was the Live Botanical Frankincense essence, and it was really nice. I liked it a lot. And now I've moved on to the Live Botanical Moonlit Jasmine Hydra Mist, and I have used that. That was mainly what I used. I used the frankincense from the beginning of May till about May 24th, and then it looks like I finished it then, and then I moved on from May 24th till through the entire rest of May and the entire month of June. I used the Moonlit Jasmine Hydra Mist. So 1 empty in the essences category and 1 in the cleanser. Next up is serums. I had 11 serums that I was using at this point in the project pan, and I used all 11 of them about approximately 5 times or so. So what I'll do is I'll use the serum for 5 times, rotate it out with the next one, so I'm touching them all in that 2-month period. And in this period, I had the goal to finish 2 different La Par serums, and I finished both. I also think I recycled those accidentally, but that's okay. They were the La Par Elastic Love and the La Par Smooth Operator. So those were 2 serums I finished out of the 11 that I was using regularly. So that was awesome. I'm just gonna briefly tell you again which ones that I also used. So there will be 9 here that I also used. The Chicky Botanica Serene Serum, the Live Botanical Temperate Forest Restoring Complex, the Sahajan Radiance Face Serum, Oil Lab Aquasphere, Leilani Aqua A, retinoid type. And then I always like click these 2 together. The True Botanicals Vitamin C Booster and the True Botanicals Chibula Active Serum. I always use this one with this, but you don't have to. I just happen to use them on the same night together always because they came together. And then the Iuna Nectar. I want to pour that out. That's some of the expensive stuff. We know Iuna is pricey. And then the Lil Fox Flower Goo. So finished 2 serums this time. Next up, we have moisturizers, and I have, like in every category, I have a certain number of open and a certain number of unopened ones in this project pan. So in the opened category, I had 11, and one of my goals for May and June was to finish the Wakina Botanica Hydrating Glow Oil, and that was like, it took me a long time, but I did it. So I used this product almost every single day in May and June. Well, I shouldn't say that. I did use the Yena Cloud Cream some as well, maybe like 10 to 15 times. So this was my main one all through May and June. I finally finished it June 28th, so it was very close to the end of June. On times that I was putting on a moisturizer that I didn't want to look greasy, I would use the Yena cream instead. So just sort of like, I was like playing with those 2 pretty much, or working with those 2 for the months of May and June. And the reason is I had some of this Yena Cloud Cream in like a little travel thing because I had brought it on vacation at some point for one of my previous getaways. And I wanted to like try to use the amount up out of there. So I did, which was good. But of course I still have this product nearly very full, but I do like this face cream. It's a nice, I feel like it's a nice light face cream, and it's good for summer times I didn't want to look greasy. It just absorbed right in, which was wonderful. But the great news is I finished this product. The Wakina Botanica Hydrating Glow Oil is done. I think it expired in October 22. So that was a while. So like a year and a half or so, but it's done, which is wonderful. And then I used one product from the unopened category because I wanted to try it. And this was the Daphna's Moisture Plus Light version. This I received in, I don't even remember which one it was, but I think it was the Laurel and Reed, like their mystery boxes. Sometimes you get products, if you get their mystery box, and I think this was one of them. I have to say, I love this face moisturizer. It's light, and it reminds me a lot of one of my favorite moisturizers, the Live Botanical Ambient Moisture Liquid. They're very similar, but there are some differences, but it's like it's very similar in consistency and everything. So I just wanted to let you know that I really love this Daphna's Moisture Plus Light version moisturizer. So in the moisturizer category, I had the goal of finishing the Wakina, I can't say that, the Glow Oil, let's just call it that right now. To finish this, I finished it. And then otherwise I got to barely touch any moisturizers in May and June, other than this Yena one, a decent amount, and just this maybe 3 times, the Daphna. So otherwise, all my other little moisturizers just kind of sat and weren't used in the 2 months. So definitely in the July and August time, I want to be hitting each one of those since most of them were neglected the last 2 months. Okay, the next category I have here is eye products, and it's very boring. I was just using one the entire 2 months, and that is the Iuna Eye Cream. Just in case you're wondering, I really don't love this product. It actually kind of makes my eyes water, and it also gets this weird little globular thing in the spout. If you know, you know, if you have it. So I feel like for a company that has such expensive products, there's some problems with this, and I would definitely never purchase this on my own. And I will say that someday when it's an empty. Okay. So other than that, I just use this the entire time. No other eye products. Okay. And then next category we have is face masks. I have 8 face masks going into this 2-month period, and I used some of them and I don't have any finishing to report. I did have the goal of finishing the Activist mask, the Manuka mask, and I didn't finish it. I got about this far, so I'm so close. I actually think I used it once. Now I'm filming this like mid-July, so I do think I've used it at least once in July, so it had a little more than this, but I have not finished it. But I did use it 5 times in the 2-month period, which is a lot. I really don't like this. It used to be on my wish list and we got it on the Beauty Heroes thing and I was so excited. And it's like, I do not like wearing sticky honey on my face. I've determined, but I am determined to finish it and I will. So I used that one 5 times, like I said. And then I used the pair of the Blue Alchemy masks, the Superfruit AHA and BHA mask and the Vital Moisture mask. I used these 2 products once. I just used them one after the other. They were a Beauty Heroes box at some point and they recommended them using like one after the other. You could use them separately too, but I like to use them together. I absolutely love these. I got to use them once in the 2-month period. I definitely want to be using them more. And then finally, I used the Tidal Moon Moisture Mask from Live Botanical. And I'm about there with that one. So this one's been around for a while, but it's stayed really nice and I got to use it once in this time period. So nothing to report on finishing masks in this category, but I do hope for the next time period, I will have some finishing to report in the mask category. Back again in the evening to finish this up. The second to last category is SPF. And I had 1 product finished in this category, and this was one of my goals, which I don't have it in front of me. I think I also got rid of this. It was a little small trial version of the Suntegrity, one of their SPFs, so I actually did finish that, which was great. Otherwise, I have a few other SPFs that are still going. I have this brush-on block stuff. I need to use this because I never do, and it's definitely probably expired. And then I use this True Botanicals Skin Barrier Sun Shield. I use that pretty often. I had this as a goal, this 11 small sunscreen, but I didn't finish it. I was very close. I can see how much is left in there now. And then I have this Farazad's Veil Sun Reflector from Earthwise Beauty. And that was also on my goals and I didn't finish. So I have some work to do in the SPF category. And finally, the last category is the others. And I barely used any of them. I have the Inlight toner. I have the Inlight neck serum. And I have the Live Botanical Antioxidant Desert Horizon Antioxidant Concentrate. And then somewhere else, I have the Osmia Nectar, which I didn't use. So I used like two of the 4 products 1 time each. So I kind of need to work on those. So in May and June, I finished 6 products total. Several of them I don't have and 2 of them I do. So I finished the Live Botanical Frankincense Mist, the La Par Elastic Love Serum, the La Par Smooth Operator Serum, the Suntegrity Small Sunscreen, the Wakina Botanica Hydrating Glow Oil, and then my surprise finish that wasn't on my list of goals was the Little Fox Acid Glow, which if you know I've been trying to finish that for a very long time. So given that I finished 6 products in May and June, that's 6% of the total. But overall, I've finished 21% of my products so far in this project pan. It's the halfway point. It would be lovely if it was like 50% or something, but it's not. It's 21%, 21 products, right? Because I did a 100 product project pan, so it's easy for me to find the percentage. So yes, halfway through the project pan, I'm at 21% of my products finished, which I feel really good about. And I lastly want to tell you what my goals are for finishing for July and August. So I have 7 products that I would like to finish, and several of them are carryovers from the last time, which I didn't finish, and then there's some new ones. So one carryover is the 11 SPF, and it's so small, but I can see there's literally like that much left. So hopefully, I want to get rid of like old SPFs, you know? So this is one of them that's a carryover. Another carryover is the Earthwise Beauty Farzad's Veil Sun Reflector. It's just a sample sort of, and I want to just use it up and finish it. Get rid of all the old SPFs. And then the other carryover is the Activist Manuka Honey Mask, which I should be able to finish because there's only that much left. Maybe 2 applications at most, or maybe 1, depending on how much I use. And then I have several other additions to my goals. So one of them is the Moonlit Jasmine Hydra Mist from Live Botanical. I've been using that a ton, and I plan to use it as, I'm using it as my only mist, so I think I can finish that in this period. And the Ayuna Eye Cream I would like to finish. And then another new one on my list is the Live Botanical Tidal Moon Moisture Mask. I showed this before. I realized recently like how little I have in there. So I think if I focus on the Activist Manuka mask and this one, I think I should be able to finish them. And this is pretty old. It's still in great condition, but it would be great to finish it. And then the last one that I'm going to try to finish is this Brush On Block sunscreen powder, just because I want to move it along, and I feel like excessive sunscreen use is always a good thing, but especially in the summer, this is a great time to like focus on moving out those sunscreens, and just, you know, using ones that are of the right expiration date. And this is like, what I mean is this is a good time to put on like extra SPF because I'm in the sun more and everything. So I think using these and putting like extra on, like some, you know, maybe some of this and then top it off with some of this or whatever I need to do to just kind of get through them. So obviously I do recognize that I wouldn't recommend people to use expired sunscreen. I'll leave it at that. I know that there's risks with that, so duly noted. But anyways, please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, found it helpful. Click the subscribe button so you'll be alerted for when the next video comes out. I love doing my project pan. I really enjoy it, and I love reporting back to you guys and, you know, chatting with you in the comments below and stuff. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye.